Well, hello again, YouTubers. It's me again. Seeing a lot of me today. Uh, but before I get started, I would like for you to subscribe. Please subscribe. Uh, Ring the bell. Leave a comment. Share. And I guess that's it. Hit the like button. Thank you. So I have a few subjects I'm gonna go through today, kind of quick. I was going to make a video on each one of them, but I don't think I have to. It depends on, I guess, how long this video goes. But my first subject today is the attack on the policeman in New York. I want to say, and I don't really know the circumstances. I was just hearing a lot of talk about it. But I think an attack on any officer is wrong. And it's not because I stand with the officers and all that. I think it's wrong for them to attack you, and it's wrong for you to attack them. If you ever want to come together, attacking each other is not a good first sign, I would say. And I will also say is that see people, see where it's going. Now we can nick all this stuff in the bud real fast if you want to, but you got people that's trying to help perpetuate the problem. We don't have to have violence to get our word across and to get our meaning across. But it's so many people stuck on violence. That's black and white and other races too. But right now I'm going to talk about just those two, just the black and white. We have a built-up stigma against each other, and we just do. You know, even for whites that are not racist or whatever. I have ran into, because I said I have several white friends, and I had one that ran into altercation with some black people, and all of a sudden he wanted to hate all black people. Then I had some altercation. I had some black friends that vice versa had altercation with some white people. You know, and it wasn't policemen. We was at a bar and white guys just didn't like the way he looked or something. I don't know what the deal was, but anyway, he wants to hate all white people because of what he experienced with the white people at the bar. And my friend is white, what he experienced with the black people, the black guy that he had a confrontation with. So it just makes it such that's much easier to hate. That's my point, people. It just makes it that much easier to hate. And so when you got people, because I saw the video, that lady was wailing him upside the head with that stick like he stole her baby, and but it was wrong. Even if she was defending someone, it was wrong because that was the police. Now, if the police were abusing the man, really still don't feel you have a right to do that. But in some circumstances, maybe they thought you was trying to kill him or something. I can see it that way. But in any other circumstances, I would consider that wrong. We're not savages, okay? And the majority of white people are not savages either. We may disagree with a lot of things that they do and say, but for unprovoked violence like that, it's unnecessary. And lady, you need to get your attitude together because But I do understand a lot of people feel that way. They do. I mean, well, sometimes I look at this stuff on there. I can just you know make you want to go out and beat a white person. But for what? That person ain't did nothing to you. We don't think like they think, and that's let's not think like they think because it brings us down to their level. Not to all white folks, to the people that are like that, black or white or any other color. Matter of fact, okay. So my next subject is the con- contact tracing program that they have implemented out. It's out there, right, folks? That they are training people to track people that had the COVID and the people they come in contact with, and if they deem that you may have contracted the disease, they have this power over you to, I guess, get you quarantined or isolated or something like that. And I hear nobody talking about that. I heard a couple of people, you know, Wake up to that one too, people. It's a way to keep contact of you and your surroundings and your abouts. You can't fall for that. You don't need, we don't need nobody contact tracing us, okay? Because all it's going to lead to is abuse, and they know it. But to me, that's part of the program. Did they have a contact tracing program for influenza or the flu, or AIDS? So why are they having one now? Don't fall into the trap. This contract tracing thing is just a ruse so they can have a better control over you and what you do. And if you can't see that, you're very blind. You're being naive. How is this going to help stop COVID? Oh, I heard the lie. Well, they can, if they can find out and determine that you are, it might be you or the whole family. They can quarantine the whole family. No, it's to control you, people. Quit listening to their crap. Start fighting back on some of this stuff. This is why I'm doing this, because I can see they implement every single plan that they want to implement, and y'all just sitting back watching it. Quit watching it. One thing I do give the white race, they see something that they don't like, they will boycott, march, protest, even fight and die for what they believe in. But I do rarely see our people do it, and I'd like to know why. You need to, I mean, marching for inequality and abuse and all this stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you see stuff like this happen, don't jump on the bandwagon thinking that it's something good for you, because it's not. If you got a race of people that's truly against something and they fight against it and get results from it, can't you do the same thing? Look what you did with the George Floyd incident. Even though it was others involved, but the majority of us was black. But look what it did. So you're going to sit back and allow these people, once one, to do the facial recognition, but they decided to pull it back off that for a year or two. That's so things could cool down. First with that one, the contract tracing uh, app that they're gonna have on a phone, and people to, I guess, determine, whether you had it or not. Now they may even be forcing the vaccine on you. Can't you see what's going on, people? That's why I told you that a storm is coming. It's coming, people. It's gathering up all its strength right now so they can be thrown at you. And you don't even see it. Or if you do, you got your head stuck in the mud, and you're not listening for it. Where do you think you're gonna hide once they implement all this stuff? What you think you're gonna fight against once they implement? Because they're gonna give it to the army and stuff first. And so they're gonna have the mentality, well, hey, I had to take it. Now we're gonna have to force you to take it. People, people, people. Come on now. You can't make me think that you're this naive. And I'm talking to the black folks. Because I don't hear you guys talking about nothing. All I hear you doing is agreeing. You listening to Roland Martin, you listening to Larry Elder, you listening to, Don Lemon and, what's his face, Tatum and Candace Owens. You listen to all these people, and none of them got a clue. But you're listening to them, giving them tons and tons of your attention. And somebody like me that's truly trying to look out for our people, nobody's listening to. And I wonder why. I'm not lying to you. I'm not making something up. I'm not trying to make things better than they are, or criticize people just because I have the right. I can. You know. I'm trying to help enlighten our people. I'm trying to help enlighten you. What I'm saying is not always 100% on the money, but I want you to think in the, about the environment that we're living in. For those of you who live outside of all of this, that can jump on a plane and go to a different country, it's not really going to help you because it's all over the world. They're going to try to implement this all over the world. But just for now, for those of you who have money and resources and can leave this country, I can understand your ignorance in this whole thing. But what I don't understand is the ignorance about us everyday people, especially us poor blacks. Because you're already a slave to the government, a lot of you. You're on welfare. You're getting food benefits. You're getting money to pay your rent. You live in low income housing. Do you know you have no power whatsoever because the government already owns you? Think about it. The government want to come take that house from you and that government housing from you. What can you do to stop it? If the government want to stop those food stamps and giving you money for your baby, how you gonna stop it? So if the government wants to implement these new rules on conduct, how you think you're gonna stop that? Want to answer? You're not gonna stop it. You ain't gonna have no power to stop it. Nobody's gonna help you stop it. They're gonna legislate laws to help implement it. You party loving fools. So who's gonna fight for you? If you want to say no, who is there to stand with you? Want to know that one too? Nobody. And by the time somebody will try to help you, you'll be destitute. If you can't see what's coming down the road, how you gonna stop it? You gonna get out of the way of it? That ain't gonna help, because it's gonna get you anyway. So what you gonna do to fight against it? If you don't want this contact tracing, how you gonna say no to it? If you don't want the vaccine, how you gonna stop it? Excuse me. And I just heard that President Trump talking about creating a surge of police throughout the cities that are having these problems with the protesters and all that. There it goes. But I want to say this to you, Mr. President. I know you ain't listening. Maybe somebody will put it in his ear. If you implement a surge of policemen throughout the country and they are harsh to the people, you're going to start a war. And if you don't want to start a war, you shouldn't do what you're planning to do. Unless you're going to be very clever about it. But if those people out there protesting and your soldiers, that's might as well say what they are, and your soldiers hurt the people, God help this country. Because you're going to spark a fire that nobody's going to be able to put out. It's smoldering now. You should let it die. You go in there with those officers and use a heavy hand. It's going to be on, man. And I know you one of them presidents that believe in the army and stuff like that. And if the army turn on the people, like I say, God help this country. Because you're going to piss off so many people. And their retaliation, all they're going to think about is retaliate against you, against the White House, against soldiers, against everybody. So don't be foolish. Don't fall into that with the neocons. Fall into this theory that a strong hand is always the best hand. Because those are the type of attitudes that topple governments. It's in your history books, man. You need to read a few of them. So with that one, I think I covered all of them. Yes, I did. So with that, people, I just want to say that, you know, think about what's going on in our everyday life and listen to these folks when they tell you, because they're telling you what they're going to do. You know, when they tell you that, you know, like I heard the man say, they can have $1 billion doses of the vaccine in 4 months. And you willing to take it? Good luck with that. Like I said, I guess I'll be in that long line of the people they go either try to force it on or put in jail. Because I'm not letting nobody put anything in my body that I don't want put there, for their good or anybody else's. If the virus takes me and kills me, then that's what happens. But I'm not gonna let you kill me. I'm not gonna stand by and watch you take my life and my future away from me. And I don't care what government it is. I die before I just let them, take over me. That's just the way I feel. And I hope some of you feel that way too, because if you do, we can stop some of this nonsense that's going on. And all you people, and I would say this and I'm leaving, but all you people who waiting on this vaccine and waiting on this thing to go away, you're being foolish. You need to stand up and at least confront your constituent, your representatives, you know, that rep supposed to, even your aldermen, have them talk to the mayor and have the mayor talk to the governor, have the governor talk to the president, okay, or the senator or whoever it needs to be. Because what's going on is genocide, y'all, and y'all still haven't figured that out. So wake up and see what's going on. I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm not trying to scare people, but don't you think what's going on is scary enough? We need some clarity, and we're not getting it. Where's it going to come from? Them? It's not coming from them. We still don't know what's wrong. We still don't even know the origin of the virus. We're still in the dark. So I'm just telling everybody, just think twice about what the government tells you and what they want to do to you. Because it's not up to them to want to do anything to you. It's up to you to let them. So with that, I'm going to say God bless. Take care, everyone. And stay tuned for the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.